Here's our next tip in honors of Masters Week and Master Your Short Game. I actually have the wedge that Mo used at Augusta National out of the bunkers. This was Mo's, what he called it, the Sandy Andy. And this is actually Mo's Sandy Andy right here. This is the club. And I'm going to hit it once or twice out of here and show you actually how he played it, and then obviously refer to our own Sandy Andy. Remember, the biggest thing about Mo is Mo did not like to swing away from the flag. That was his biggest issue. He wanted to always swing down the line towards the target. In fact, Mo was the one that always said, he'd say this again and again, I pulled the flag out with my hands in every shot. I pulled the flag out with my hands, okay? So this right here, I got a very elevated lip here, just like you see at Augusta National. I got an elevated lip to a pin that I've got to hit to maybe 30, 40 feet past the edge of that lip. So what I'm gonna do on this is, this club is built with a lot of bounce. Because it has 20 degrees of bounce already built in the club, I can just swing down towards the target line. So I'm gonna set up like this is basically a pitch. So I've got my short game board here. I'm gonna get my lower body, my feet, my knees, my hips. I'm going to get them open about 10 degrees towards the target. I'm going to get them open slightly because it allows my elbow to clear the body, okay? This isn't a full swing. This is a 3/4 to half shot, so I've got to cheat that lower body open. Now, I'm going to get these shoulders square towards the target, okay? So my lower body's open, my upper body is square. Now I'm going to set up the club square to the target. It's already got the bounce built into it. Now I'm going to swing down my shoulder line. I'm going to get my hands going down towards that flag. Okay. Now I'm going to hit some sand. I'm going to get some sand out of the bunker so it's an aggressive shot. Remember, sand absorbs up to 80% of the golf shot. So if you normally hit this club full, you hit maybe 80 yards, you're going to hit this 10 or 15 yards max if you hit this thing full. So I got to hit the speed that's pretty aggressive, but I got to get some sand out of the bunker. So I'm going to set up over it. Now I'm going to take Mo's wedge here. Okay. I'm going to swing down towards the target line. That's exactly how I'd hit. That's a very good shot. In fact, if I was playing Augusta National, I'd take that all day, okay? So that was Mo's wedge. He would take that wedge and talk to us about this. He'd put that Sandy Andy in his bag and play it when he had course with a lot of bunkers. So now I'm going to take the Sandy Andy. So we have the replica. This is the Sandy Andy. Guys, obviously we sell these. It's got 20 degrees of bounce in it. Now the only difference between ours and what Mo did is the front edge is cut in just a little bit. The little bit of grind in there helps you dig in that sand a little bit more, okay? Now, I'm going to give you one more tip here that'll help you, because I know a lot of you would see this shot and say, wow, that's a really high lip. How would I get it over top of that lip? Well, the key to that is to create great angle. So I've got to create a lot of shaft lean and good angle. That angle down creates lift of the ball up. Again, subconsciously, most people want to try to lift this over top of that lip. Well, if you lift it, you're going to put no spin on it or even overspin on it, and you're going to create no lift on the golf ball. So I'm trying to go up and down in the shot. In fact, I'm going to hinge up as fast as I can. In fact, one of the tips I give in our schools, and I give this a lot, is think about trying to put this club head in your ear. Okay? Try to create angle so fast that angle up and down allows lift on that golf ball. Okay? So I'm going to do that again. I'm going to set up. My lower body's open, my upper body is square. Remember, this is just basically a pitch with a lot of angle. Now I'm going to angle up and go down. As I go down through impact, that'll create lift in the golf ball in flight. I'm going to hit sand. I'm going to get sand out of the bunker, so it's a very aggressive shot. So I'm going to set up over it, square the club, my shoulders, everything towards the target, angle up, angle down, okay? Again, a good shot. If you notice, that lip right there, just like you see at Augusta National, that's got to be at least 5 feet high. I mean, I'm just under 6 foot, and I can barely see over that lip of the bunker, okay? And I'm having no problem getting over that because I'm creating good angle on impact. Too often, I'll hit one here, too often, you see golfers get too shallow and they hit the golf ball, they can't get it over top of the lip. They try to pick it and they don't get enough angle down and spin, which creates lift up. Again, one more time on this tip. Okay, is we want to create like a pitch. Okay, I put the ball in the middle of my stance. If I want to get a little higher, I can hit a little bit higher. I can put a little bit forward. I want to hit an inch or two behind the golf ball, just like a normal bunker shot. But the part I really want to focus on here, because I have the Sandy Andy in my hand, is I'm going to swing the hands towards the target. I don't have to swing away from it or anything else. Just like Mo would do, I'm going to swing the hands towards the target, and I'm going to create great angle. That angle up and angle down creates lift in the golf ball. And last thing here is I'm going to make sure I get sand out of the bunker. I'm going to stay very aggressive in the shot, and I'm going to get sand out of the bunker. Okay? And that was another good shot there. Again, just like Mo was saying, I'm trying to throw my hands towards that target, trying to pull the flag out of the hole with my hands. Guys, if you stay aggressive on the bunker shots, you want to use a Sandy Andy, you stay aggressive, you got good angle, you can get good lift, you can get good height, and just like you see at Augusta National, you're going to see a lot of bunkers with big lips, you got to get that up pretty fast, just like Mo did when he played there. Mo actually, again, used this wedge at Augusta National with some success. He used this wedge, was comfortable with it, he used it a lot, he had a lot of fun out there. Again, guys, if you have difficulty getting out of the bunker, you don't like stand traps, you don't practice it often, it's a great tool to use. Use the Sandy Andy, but stay aggressive, good angle, help you get out of these bunkers and make your game a lot better. I want to talk a little bit different bunker shot here, and basically I showed you the one that we use a Sandy Andy or Mo's wedge like you use at Augusta National. Well, I'm going to give you one here that's a little different bunker shot, because what this is one where I'm in the same bunker, but I've got to hit the shot and stop it very fast. So I have a flag that's just set up on the other side of the bunker. We have a lip here that's probably 4.5 to 5 feet tall. I've got a green that's sloping away from me, just like you see at Augusta National. I mean, this is exactly what you see at Augusta National. And I got a flag that's on there about 15, 20 feet max. So I got to get this up and stop it very fast. Well, you can use a Sandy Andy for this shot. The problem with the Sandy Andy is you don't get to, because you're swinging down the line towards the target, you don't put a lot of side spin or back spin on it. So it's not going to stop as fast. A Sandy Andy is a great club if you're just trying to get out of the bunker and get it on the green, maybe sort of close, but in longer bunker shots is great. But if you're trying to stop it very, very fast, it's not a great club for that, okay? And when we talked to Mo about that, we said, how come you'd use a Sandy Andy in the bunker? He said, because I didn't have a lot of these shots. When he was playing golf, they didn't have a lot of shots. They tucked a pin right behind the bunker. That's kind of new age or modern golf, okay? And Mo was playing 20, 25, 30 years ago or longer. When you hit a bunker shot, you'd have a longer type shot, a longer carry. Now we may have something that's right on the other side of the lip, just like this. So what I did here is I've actually got my Mo Norman signature wedge, my Mac Daddy, my Callaway Mac Daddy. I've got that set up, and I've got the sand wedge here. And what I'm going to do here is the difference in this shot is I'm going to get the entire body open. So right now, this is my bunker board. This is pointed at the target. Okay, this is my template, this bunker board. This point at the target's that line. The board. So if you notice, hold this up for you, the target line's at an angle to the bottom of this board, so a 15-degree angle compared to the bottom of this board. So if I point this at the target, which I'm doing right now, if I line up with the bottom edge of this board, I'm 15 degrees to the left, or 15 degrees open, okay? And what I want to do is I want to get the feet, the knees, the hips, and the shoulders open. So everything's open to that target. Okay, so now I'm going to set up. Everything's open, and I'm going to swing down my body line. Now what I'm going to do with the club face is I'm going to square the club face to the target, then I'm going to grip it, now I'm going to swing down my body line. So the ball will go out towards the target with some side spin because I'm basically cutting across the face of the club. So think about it. So I'm going to walk you through this, okay? I'm going to walk you through it again. I'm going to set up. I'm going to square the club to the target, then grip it. Now I'm going to swing down my body line. I'm going to swing down my body line. That swinging down the body line is a cut to that target. That's why Mo didn't really like this shot, because you're throwing your hands away from the target. But in today's golf, it's really a necessary shot. Trust me, if we didn't need it, I wouldn't teach it. I mean, everything we do is about Mo. Everything we do is about Mo's model. But this is a new necessary shot you got to have on today's modern golf courses, okay? Just like you'd have at Augusta National. This is more modern age, new Augusta National. The difference between Augusta National now and when Mo played it was the greens have gotten very, very, very fast. I mean, if you look at a stent meter, when Mo was playing Augusta National, they may have been a 9, 10, maybe pushing a 10, 10 and a half, and 11. Now I've heard they're running 12, 13s even faster. They're very sloped, they're very fast, okay? Well, the thing they've also done to protect the golf course, they put pins right on the other side of bunkers. And you guys will see it. You guys get on 12, you get on 13, they'll stick a pin right in the edge of the bunkers in those holes. Well, you have that at your home course. Well, to hit that type of shot, again, we've got to create great angle, but we've got to put a lot of side spin in this golf ball to stop it fast. So, I've got my bunker board here. I've got now the line point at the target, and my entire body's open towards the target. My feet, my knees, my hips are open. And my shoulders are open, okay? So everything's open to target. Now I square the club to the hole. So the club's open to the body, square to the hole. Now I'm going to swing down my body line. I'm going to create great angle, just like I did with the other wedge, and I'm going to swing down my body line. Okay? Swing down my body line. And that had some good height and some really good spin. Again, If I could have you guys just use the sandy in the bunkers, I would. There's limitations to that club though, because it doesn't tend to spin a lot. It tends to roll out. So when you got to hit a shot that goes high and stops fast, we've got to cut across that shot, and that's how you do it. And again, this short game, this bunker board is that type of template. As you see in this bunker board, we're pointing the line towards the target. We've got our feet line, our swing path line is cutting across the target line. That cutting across the target line is what creates that side spin and that lift, okay? And this will help you. So we're going to get the entire body open, square the club to the target, grip it, create good angle, swing down the body line. That tight, cutting type motion creates lift and spin the golf ball to stop it very fast. Again, whether you're playing your home course, whether you're happen to play at Augusta National, maybe you're playing in the Masters, whatever you're doing, that type of shot creates a lot of angle to stop the ball fast. You do that, you'll be much better at the bunker and definitely help your golf game.